let me just say this real quick, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. And I'll be live later on tonight to talk about this a little bit more. But somebody was flagging my live the whole time that I was live, and I saw it because it's a certain thing that happens when you get flagged when you're live, and it was funny to me. I'm not gonna say what it is, but you're able to easily distinguish it when it happens. So I just want to say this real quick. If you flagging me, it's because you don't want people to hear something. I'm gonna say it one more time. If you flagging me, it's because you don't want people to hear something. So if y'all see this on the replay, my last live, I didn't end the live. The thing comes up and says unable to stream anymore. So they end the live for you because somebody, and the email came through, somebody claimed my video again. So this is one in particular individual. We're gonna get down to the bottom of who it is. And we're gonna find out who it is. I say you a sucker for that, because like I said, I don't go around flagging people's videos. You know what I mean? But I will say this. To those particular viewers, vloggers, or your supporters, if you keep fucking with my channel, I'm trying to tell you, or you keep fucking with my reputation, it's not going to end up well for you. And that's not a physical threat or whatever. There's other things I can do. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need no group of motherfuckers to do it either. You understand? But you're going to start seeing some motherfuckers wising up. Let me just say that much. You know what I mean? So, hey, it is what it is. I'm sorry, y'all, that it's like that. Some people, you just got to realize, there's some people that's just, they don't like, how can I say it? They don't like men like me. You understand what I'm saying? They like soft men. They like men that talk like this. Hi, how you doing? And you know, talk real soft and shit. And so I got people like that. So if you just now tuning in, I just did a live. My live was about an hour and a half, right? And in that live, I was talking about a whole host of things, and some of it had to mention with Puff. And you know, some updates that have happened or whatever from a man that has covered every last one of these hearings. You know what I'm saying? And so there's a crowd that ain't been covering these hearings. They can't do it like me or whatever. And so what happens is they upset. They've started rumors about me or whatever the case may be based on this fact. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Dab Lewis, formerly of Bad Boy Entertainment, for over 17 years. This is a fact. Go look me up. So for me, a lot of these people, because they see me at the trials, things like that or whatever, they angry about that. So the only way they can react, because they can't do nothing to me in person, is to flag people and do all kinds of childish shit. This is how they move. I'm trying to tell you, this is how urban crowd move. Them motherfuckers are the worst. Let me tell you something. The urban crowd, that's what you got to worry about if you are the urban community. You don't have to worry about whites as much. You have to worry about other people, especially a lot of the women are nasty individuals, and they say nasty things. And I wish some women would check them, from talking about kids to everything else you can imagine. It's this very, very dark world here on YouTube nowadays. So I know there was a problem when I kept seeing that, like, people was, you know what I mean? And that's what happens when people are flagging or whatever. I'm just like, wow. Niggas are like, if a motherfucker don't want you to talk, it's for a reason. Just remember that. If somebody doesn't want you to talk, it's for a reason. So I'm like, okay, so you're gonna resort to flagging my videos because my videos are better than yours. I'm actually get up and I work. I get on the train at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning to be down at that goddamn courthouse, so I can film for you guys. And then most of the time when I film, I don't get a dime out of it. But the next podcaster that's sitting in their fucking room, they get it all. Don't y'all find that odd? I have motherfuckers come in here won't even write my Cash App in here. You understand what I'm saying? Or the funniest thing is when I write my Cash App in the poll thing, like, I love to see the responses because it's funny to me. Because you know it's coming from hating. But the real part of it is, and I'm going to tell you, black men on YouTube, and a lot of it is being facilitated by white men and black women now, and other minorities. But it's definitely one. Anytime your connotation is negative about somebody that looks like me from first jump, that's a problem. And it's extending into society as well. You know what I mean? So, you know, you ain't hurt my feelings by, nah, I'm going to get mine. Trust me. I'm going to get mine one way or another on this channel. You know what I'm saying? But just the fact that you ain't got to worry about whites trying to oppress you no more. You got to worry about niggas trying to oppress you. I tell the story and I'll tell it again. I watched when they did this to Jaguar Wright. You understand what I'm saying? They did the same thing to her. They attacked her, attacked the page. This is what they do. I can't make this up. This is what the African American community does. And they do it quite frequently. So I'm just asking the question, if you ain't out here attacking white channels, if you ain't out here assaulting white individuals as far as your diatribes on a day-to-day basis, why are you out here bothering niggas? Simple question, isn't it? They'll never have an answer for it. It's the self-hatred that they have. I keep trying to tell y'all that. There's a distinction between the quote-unquote queens. I don't even use that term when addressing women. You understand what I'm saying? Because you'll have the most low-budget broad nowadays say that. That's why I have a problem with that. Like, I went to college. My sisters went to college. My family, most of them in college or military or whatever. So I know the distinct difference between a hoe and a chick that's actually working for her accolades so she could be something in society. And what's happening is you got a merge of hoes that do shit like OnlyFans and shit like that, trying to measure themselves at the same metric of a chick that's in class right now at Yale University. That shit don't add up to me. That shit don't add up to me. You shake ass for a living. She does metrics of the system and GDPs for a living. How's that shit the same? Hey, so the last live I was doing when you was in here, see how there's more people in here now? It got flagged, unfortunately. And so they end up, like what they do is it's the same sequence every time it happens. So somebody flagged my live, and then what they do is they do this particular one where they'll claim my video. How are you in my video when I'm live? And then, so we just sitting here having a conversation. He said facts. So we just sitting here having a conversation about these people that do this. And like I said, I just want to have all these conversations talking about, oh, white folks this, white folks that. White people don't flag me. I grew up here in Connecticut. White people don't bother me. It be niggas. Not black people, niggas. Niggas, poor white trash, and you know the other one. That's the main problem in society right now, because most motherfuckers get along. I go into the bathroom, I ain't got no white man staring at me like, what are you doing? Low budget white men stare at you like that. Unaccomplished white men stare at you like that. Unaccomplished niggas do the same type of behavior. It's a behavior pattern. And it's all filtered for being unaccomplished. Ain't nothing worse in the world than two type of men. An unaccomplished man and a short man. It's really a shame. And that shit happened out yesterday too. Or day before yesterday when I was down at the let me tell y'all something. I had 332,000 views when I was finished on, I think, the second arraignment, I think it was. I had 332,000 views. There was a lot of motherfuckers burnt hurt. I see them like buttons go up, a lot of people. The second one I did, that one even had like 120,000 views or something like that. By the time I was finished the live. And so some people, they've been working on here and uploading shit and chatter for a minute, and they ain't never reached those numbers. So what happens is they do get jealous of you, just like you wrote in the chat room, and they getting jealous of views and shit. They're not even listening to what you're saying. I am someone that worked in the music industry for 17 years, and coincident, which everybody on this channel knows, I got tens of thousands of followers on here. Who doesn't know that by now? But if you don't, my name is Davin Lewis. You can easily Google me. I'm attached to MTV, Bad Boy Entertainment, and several others. BMG, Interscope Records, and Atlantic Records. You know, they were all distributors for Bad Boy one time or another. I started out at BMG, which is an acronym for Burlesman Music Group. I've taken you guys and did an interview from there. Y'all saw that security remembered me from there. So I don't have to prove that no more. And we didn't just do one live from my old office. We did like 3 of them. Like 3 or 4, one of the 2. So I'm more valuable than most of these people talking. And so it's based on the fact that they know that, even though they want to admit that to you, they know that. You understand what I'm saying? Based on the fact that I got insight on shit that's going on that they are not privy to. Based on that, they've started all kinds of shit. I remember the first time I went live down there for Puff's first arraignment. Motherfuckers was like, oh, he's a Diddy supporter. Don't give him any cash. I've had motherfuckers, y'all seen motherfuckers in my chat room, right in my chat room, don't donate to him. Don't even know me from a hole in the wall. I'm like, who the fuck are you to tell? I'm looking for my coffee, y'all, pardon me. I'm like, who the fuck are you to tell people don't donate to me? What kind of sucker shit is that? What's going on? So I'm like, yo, unfortunately, I covered 2 hearings last week. 2 hearings for Puff last week. Didn't get donation the first. I'm like, huh? And this is how we survive. This is how we survive. Ain't no blog on here gonna tell me that run a podcast that you ain't got a cash app in your shit. I know a nigga right now that spent 45 fucking minutes telling people donate to the cash app and got moderators in his chat room that's asking niggas for donations. I ain't shaming him, but it's the truth. Yeah, people hate the truth, but especially and exclusively, it seems like to me, Black Americans and Latin Americans hate the truth. But we ain't ready to have them conversations, huh? If you pay attention to it, it's very simple to understand. Y'all excuse me, I'm grabbing my soap out. I gotta wash clothes later. It's very simple to understand. We have a litany, and it seems like a lot of the men, they're inspired by women, because a lot of these motherfucking men, they grew up with nothing but solely women. So that's all they know. They know how to pander to women. Yeah, mama. That's what it really easily translated to. Yeah, mama. How many of you ladies on here know a mama's boy? Come on, speak up. How many of y'all know a mama's boy right now, or had a motherfucker that was a mama's boy try to date you or something like that? Tell me. How many of you? Watch this. How many of you ladies in here then ran into a mama's boy? What'd you say? Keep cooking, Dad. Thank you. How many of y'all run into a mama's boy that seriously or another sound like one of your girlfriends? You know why? Because that motherfucker was raised by a chick. A lot of times, it's a wild chick. Keep trying to tell y'all, man. And a lot of these women that are online now that they all grown up, they want to be online bullies. It's a fact. They want to be bullies. Message hell, what you say? You must have said something. Whoever said what you said. Oh, okay. Pathetic facts. That's a real. Y'all give me a second. Let me share this real quick. Here's in here. What is that about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you flagging niggas for? Like, what do you not want them to hear? Huh? There's a problem with that. We got black saboteurs online. Camanisto, tú sabes, para gente latino ahí. Camanisto. Communist, that's communist moves right there. You understand what I'm saying? That's what communists do. Communists, socialists, fascists. We must silence him. He tells too much of the truth. Because the truth narrative and the possibility narrative is different for y'all than what's the reality. You understand what I'm saying? That's the problem. Got motherfuckers out here lying on people, making up stories and shit, and they collecting donations and in the hundreds of dollars. I saw a bitch, excuse my French, I saw a bitch get a donation of $150 the other night. I said, for what? Regurgitating what Law and Crime said? Like, I literally had watched Law and Crime earlier that day. I'd be around them motherfuckers. I'd be around them. They cover the trial. You understand what I'm saying? So I've been around them like 4 or 5 times now. It's like you saw the gentleman I know from Associated Press. It's like y'all seen the gentlemen I know from over CNN. I'll be around real fucking media. I'm in the press area. Y'all listening to vloggers that's sitting in a goddamn kitchen at their apartment or sitting in their fucking living room or wherever the fucking fuck they're sitting at in that little fucking apartment of theirs, giving y'all the business on a business they've never been involved in. Isn't that quite odd? That's like somebody's hopping online talking about mechanic work and they ain't never been in a garage in their whole fucking life, but you showing more support to them than Jerry the mechanic that's been a mechanic for 25 fucking years. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Can we agree on that much? It doesn't make sense to me that somebody living in Ohio or California gets more support online financially than a motherfucker that's actually there boots on ground. That doesn't make sense to me. So I propose the notion that there's something embossed in Black American and Latin American culture that makes y'all not want to consume anything but gossip and conspiracy theories. Yes, are there some women out here that have been touched and may have been hurt, may have been harmed? Yes, and I empathize with them. I've said that here on camera, but what I'm not going to do is, as I'm saying shit, you're not paying attention to the shit I'm really saying, and you nitpicking at shit that you choose to play with. You understand? That's what I don't like. I don't like that shit. There's some real sucker motherfuckers here on this YouTube shit, bro. Kind of niggas sit around flagging niggas. Like, I don't flag, like, listen, what's that nigga's name, that Art of Disaster or whatever? I don't like that nigga. I'm not going to flag his videos, though. I don't like what TT be saying. I'm not going to flag the bitch's videos, though. I don't even tell nobody to flag her shit. You understand what I'm saying? If I did, the bitch's channel would have been down. Y'all wouldn't have seen that bitch again if she would have had to start over, one of the two. The niggas is over there donating to that shit, supporting that shit, super chats and shit to somebody, whoever can be the most sassiest. What happens is you're begging these people to support. And that's where they get these little notions or whatever. What it really is and what it really translated into is we refuse to donate to you because you're not talking the way that we want you to talk. Now get in line, boy. Now usually you think you hear that verbiage and that octave from somebody that's white, right? Nah, you're hearing this from niggas. Assimilated motherfucking minorities. The worst of the worst. I don't like any assimilated motherfuckers. If you gotta act a certain decorum at your job, I understand it. I worked in the music business for 17 years. Interscope Records, BMG, Atlantic, I went through all of them. That's where you guys follow me on here because of my connection to the music industry, right? But at the same fucking time, I know one thing from working with a black company. You don't have to acquiesce yourself and turn a blind eye to your culture to fit in. And that fit in shit is not gonna work with so much. Listen, I've lived my own almost entire life up here in Connecticut. And one thing I know for a fact, that all the Italians and Greeks I've been around, including the ones that watch me on here, shout out to y'all on the shoreline, y'all know one thing. White people hate brown-nosing motherfuckers. Oh, they sniff a brown noser from a mile away. And they'll let you brown nose. Oh, go ahead. Tap dance for us, boy. Girl, whoever. You understand? But at the back of your mind, they know you're a fucking brown noser. And you guys know y'all seen this, and a lot of people wild out. They're like, how the fuck are you down there at the courthouse, federal courthouse cursing it? I said, because these guys like me because I'm my fucking self. How the fuck did you work in the music industry for 17 years and went through all these places? You curse like that? Yes. And that's why they fucking liked me, because they knew they could fucking try. If any guy that carries himself like that, he's a straight arrow. He's not trying to sell us an imagery of himself. You understand? My mother's a conservative. My aunts were conservative. I'm not a fucking conservative. I'm the guy that tells you, fuck you, when I feel like it. And I've always been like that. And sometimes you have to say fuck you to people so they can get your fucking point. Now, what that means definitively is, I don't give a fuck what you think. And nothing that you're going to say is going to persuade me to now attach to your opinion because you feel like either intellectually you're superior, financially you're superior, however you think you're superior. I can show you 3 men right now that will make you look like you're nothing. Nothing. That's why I always use that terminology when I have some white guy that's obviously a racist or a white woman that walks past me. I'll be like, I know white people that make way more than you. Way more than you. In a better life than you. As a matter of fact, you're aspiring to have the life that they have. So get the fuck out of here. Miss me with that shit. Guys, I got people on here of color trying to financially sabotage your boy. You understand what I'm saying? Whether it's through videos they're putting up, all kinds of other shit. You know what I'm saying? I found out who old Shorty was the other day. I found out who you was working. Shorty, don't work for that nigga. Don't let that nigga pimp you. He's a sucker amongst the suckers. You understand what I'm saying? That particular vlogger. Yeah, I know. Don't say nothing though. It's all good. You know what I mean? But guys, make sure y'all take the opportunity, since I'm being fucking flagged and niggas is telling people, like, real talk, with all the followers I got, shit like that, it should be easy for me to see $300 in a week. That's lightweight. Instead, I gotta sit up here and depend on fucking Google and my monetization versus my subscribers. And that shit is crazy to me, but it's a vajay attached. Only thing these chicks have to do is hop online. Ooh, girl, let me tell you the truth. Yeah, girl. And all this ignorant ass shit. And I'm like, y'all giving these bitches money? These is bum bitches. Like, literally, these are bum bitches. These are bitches that we don't even like being around. But if they get online and they do all this sassy gossiping shit, y'all love these bras. And I got a problem with that. And I think a lot of other bloggers have a problem with that. The saturation in the tea sector is coming to a close very soon. As you're finding now, society is getting tired of this whole thought culture. Society is getting tired of this whole whore culture, this whole rambunctious culture that's going on. Society is getting tired of it. You're going to see that more emphasized in this coming up constituency or presidency. You're going to see it more and more. They're going to literally almost eradicate that sector, or they're either two going to try their best to get rid of that sector. I'm live. You're going to do one of the two. So what I would say to you is this: if you are in that sector and you are formerly, I don't know, whatever the case may be, sitting there all the time, and you are sitting there totally doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again here online, you might be the problem. And that's what I'm going to stay with. If you are a person that is black or Latin and your diatribe day to day is just bashing on your own, if you're a female and your diatribe is bashing on your own day to day, then that is a problem. If you're telling people, and you're a person of color, you're telling people, don't donate to this person, or whatever the case may be, that is a problem. Like you just saw that. That was a problem. You see me here live. Why are you walking up to me and think you're important enough for me to stop what I'm doing to talk to you? I don't even know you. You see what I mean? If I was a white dude, she would have never done that. So that's what I mean by this whole, there's a whole placement within the spectrum here where there's no respect. You want me to respect you girls as women, but y'all are not respecting the men. So how can I equally respect you? I have no respect for you no more. Most of you, you're $6.99 a month OnlyFans models. Most women are not worth at probably a 60% margin of respecting nowadays. What do you call your daily diatribes in this T sector something that's respectable? That's respectable. You call jumping online, flagging people's videos because they say something that's truthful or possibly may happen, you find that objectionable. There's always a problem when it comes to a lot of these gals and the simp market that follows behind them that obviously does whatever things and whatever wants that they want on behest of them. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just one in particular, I'm not with it no more. If you're sitting online and you're telling people to see what's going on and you don't do nothing, you might as well be with them motherfuckers. But David Lewis Wallace, thank you for that $5 donation. I just seen that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you too, Ruby. I seen that $10 donation. Anybody else? Make sure y'all hit up the Cash App, man. I got people of color trying to motherfucking fuck with my motherfucking movement on here because they feel the way that you heard me right. People of color. Yeah, it's a lot of them is out of line, man. Like, that shit right there, that happens all the time. I'll be live or something like that. White folks will walk right past me or whatever. It's always a minority that'll be like, oh, let me interrupt them. Like, they take pride in that. Like, I have Spanish people do it all the time. I have black people do it all the time. They see you doing something and it's something that's motivating or something that you handle in your business or whatever. Their chief job is to come in and interrupt. You understand what I'm saying? Because you are definitive of what they think in their mind. Not what they knowing is beknownst to them, but what's definitive in their mind, how they see life. And if you motivate your way through life like that here in this country, you're going to find out real quick you're going to fall on your ass every time. Every time. Ain't nothing you want happen is going to come true. Nothing. You might have in your mind, oh, I got it together. All right, go to the doctor. You got health insurance, motherfucker? See what I mean? Yeah, it's a crazy shit. It's a crazy shit. But I don't hate the sisters. I don't hate women of color. I'm just saying it's a lot of evil shit going on out here. You know what I'm saying? They try to push that one too. Oh yeah, it's women of color. That's the other one to push on motherfuckers. Oh yeah, it's women of color. No, I don't like bitches. I love women of color shit. I prefer a dark-skinned motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I had a baby by a dark-skinned ass black chick. I was with a black Muslim chick for 7 years. That shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? They don't hear that part. You know what I'm saying? They only hear the part they want to hear. And the narratives that these motherfuckers want to create, and these motherfuckers get paid for the narratives that they create. Ain't that funny? It happens. But right now, I'm just being cool. I don't have to threaten nobody. I don't have to do none of that. Only thing I have to do is keep resisting on these airwaves, and it'll work itself out. You'll give me 1 second. There we go. Especially right now, it's cold out here. That's why I'm all bundled up like this. It's freezing up here. Everybody, if you live in the Northeast, you know what I'm talking about. The past 3 days, it's been freezing. The other day when I was down covering the And guys, make sure y'all check that out or whatever. I do some commentary in my shit when I'm doing my live, so I don't know about everybody else, but go check out. I was at the other arraignment for Puff the other day. You know what I'm saying, for the little bail hearing thing. We're gonna find out what happens this week, I believe. You know, as I reported, and was the first one to report on scene, on location. You understand what I'm saying? Please acknowledge me for that. So we gonna see what happens. But yeah, I do got a problem with that, and I'm gonna keep talking about it. Y'all niggas flagging me because talking about he should be asking for the. Who the fuck are you to tell somebody? Like, who the fuck are you? Like, what is this? Like some black Illuminati delegation that runs around telling who the fuck deserve cash apps and who don't? If I had to make a guess, I would say y'all niggas don't deserve cash apps. What, like, anybody with any common sense in here, please make sense of this for me in the black community, all right? I just want this to be acknowledged. It's not an insult. I just want to understand this because I keep saying it because I mean it. What type of person that's a subscriber cannot make the distinction between someone who is working for their money versus someone who is quite lazy for their money? It does not take a whole lot of effort to Google some shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can sit in my bedroom all day long and Google shit to regurgitate to you, and you motherfuckers based on that could do the same thing. So a lot of the information that you're consuming is regurgitated information. It's not coming from a perspective of this is something exclusive or whatever the case may be. Fundamentally, this is why I don't do this type of material. I'm not here to regurgitate shit for you. I'm here to give you an honest opinion based on, listen, as of 3-4 days ago, y'all was like, yo, Puff down for the count, Puff down for the count. Now there's talks about him being released. Now y'all niggas are switching the subject. See what I'm saying? That's why I don't report on shit like that. To me, make me understand this shit. Thank you very much. Make me understand this shit. All they see is money, not the work. Yo, thank you very much. Yo, dogs, real talk. I went to both arraignments last week, and only one of the arraignments, I think somebody donated. Who was it? My man Ahmad L. Ahmad L donated $15 to me. I appreciate that. And I think there was one other person that donated $5 to me. Now, I put that versus me being there in person, being in the press area, as I always am, and then I'm equating that to people that literally sit in their bedrooms and in their kitchens and just provide for you no more than regurgitated information that they found via Google. So I'm asking the question, is that all it takes in the urban space nowadays? Is to regurgitate what Google says? Y'all got to help me answer that. Somebody's got to answer that for me. Because that means that the urban space doesn't demand more. And y'all should add more. Y'all should want more. But I said, yeah, that's something funny here. Niggas was down there. I was live at the fucking what's the name? They had flagged my shit talking about my video was they were me in my video. So they automatically just ended the video. Hey, what's going on, the old gal? Ain't shit, man. I had already my earlier live or whatever. I'm gonna probably just take it off and re-upload it or something. But in my earlier live, I was live and I was talking about a bevy of different subjects. I was talking about Jonathan Majors and a couple other things. And then I guess old Hoolan girl and her crew came over here and flagged my shit because I mentioned her. Listen here, chick. You gonna have bigger problems than me if you keep on doing what you're doing. And you know what I'm talking about. And that's all I'm gonna say to that young girl. You know what I'm saying? Who ain't that young. She's an old head. Out here trying to pretend like she's 20-something years old. But anyway, you know what I mean? Her or between 3 or 4 other vloggers, they over here flagging me, nigga, now. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all ain't seen me. I'm like, damn, niggas is flagging me now? Y'all that upset what I'm saying, huh? Niggas is upset what you saying. You saying something real sometimes. If it's that precocity, I ain't like what Freddie P was saying earlier. I ain't go over there and flag on the dialogue channel. You know what I'm saying? I just addressed Freddie P in the sentence. Yo, Fred, this is what, you know what I mean? Like, that's what, that, I have to take position of who I am as far as what I was at Bad Boy. And I'm in a leadership position. So I gotta be like, yo, listen, because Freddie was only there for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? I was there for 17 years at Bad Boy. So it's a very big, distinct difference. That's why I kind of find it funny when he talk about shit that happened 30 years ago. You ain't old enough to know how shit happened 30 years ago. I'm older than you, and you old. You understand what I'm saying? That nigga in his late 30s now. He gotta be. But wasn't no attack on him. I think people was mad because they thought I was just going to attack. Yo, we can get it popping, nigga. Da 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 da. Your guns can fly. Da 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 da. All that. Nah. Cause then I give y'all motherfuckers what y'all want. Inner fighting within the bad boy niggas. Let's have it. Inner fighting with Gene Dill and Freddie P. See, it was a nigga that got mad because I pointed out what the fuck going on with these podcasters setting up motherfucking these personalities they having on their pages and shit. Niggas get mad about shit like that. Oh, that nigga fucking up the money. He fucking up the money. Flag is when you flag somebody's video and you say, okay, well, this person is providing this, or they doing hateful material, or they'll claim that they're you in the video. That's the new move now, because they'll claim they're you in the video or whatever. I don't understand even how YouTube allows that to happen when the only thing you have to do is sit back. But I do know at the same time, it's not a group or team that's monitoring this shit to see what's wrong or what not be wrong. It's an automated system that does it, detects it by little small things that they know from a memory base, basically. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. People that come into your chat, if people flag you, sometimes they'll end the video. If people flag you and say something is erroneous or whatever in your video, you know what I'm saying, or to deter people from sticking in your live because they'll see the lack of people in it. There's a lot of shit that go on within the urban space that niggas don't talk about. And they know it happens. I watched Jaguar Wright have the same experience I did, and that's why I fell back on Shorty, because I was like, yo, hold up. That's the same shit y'all did with her. Oh, okay, I recognize it, I got it, cool. And it was a whole sabotaging campaign that was going on from this woman. And regardless of if I agree with what she said or don't, I'm not going to take it under my responsibility to go flagging the channel. Even when we were beefing with each other, going back and forth, I had more in common with her in the conversation than the people that were talking, these Johnny-come-lately vloggers or whatever. I was like, in the conversation, her and myself were the only two that were actually involved in the music industry. So how the fuck do you fit into this conversation? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's for 10 seconds. Does that just click in people's mind? Like, me and Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright had a Coca-Cola commercial. Jaguar Wright had a moderately successful career or whatever. And then I turn around and we got somebody that's a vlogger and his work history is inclusive of fucking Starbucks and being a barista. How does that make sense? How are you grabbing your information from these people? That's what it is. What's going on, the old gal? We telling everybody, man, make sure y'all hit the Cash App, $STRINGERBELL80. Work against the people that flag my channel, because evidently telling the truth is dangerous nowadays in the woke generation. They need a lie. I need you to lie. I need you to spill some tea and all that good shit. I'm not a girl. You understand? I'm not here to be like, hey girl, guess who said whatever? Nah, that ain't me. I don't come from no men like that. And if you a punk motherfucker that's online, and that's what your diatribe is or day to day, you need to check yourself. You're not a leader, you're a follower. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I got this. So some people, they're going to call it what they're going to call it. They're going to call it rage posting or whatever the case may stand it. I'm just trying to figure out and try to understand why niggas don't want to talk about it. Y'all all know what I'm talking about is the truth. But to look good in front of white folks and the people that y'all trying to, constantly put yourself in circle of, you know what I'm saying? Most of y'all ain't never come from households and never made more than 20K a year. Y'all motherfuckers want to put yourself in perspective of that, but in reality, your own house is fucked up. Now, who gonna fix it? Who gonna fix the house? The house is broken into, who gonna fix it? I hear a lot of griping and complaining and bitching here online, but I don't hear nobody offering no motherfucking solutions. Is the music industry fucked up contractually and shit like that? Fuck yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, y'all back. They keep doing it. Like I said, I can't do nothing about it. I can't do nothing about it. That's what I say about this YouTube thing, man. I can't do nothing about it. Y'all make sure y'all saying I spent a lot of money bringing y'all material, man. At least y'all could do is make sure y'all help out with the channel, whatever. Like I tell y'all a million times, even though my channel is monetized, even though y'all see products there at the side, YouTube takes a significant amount of chunk from my motherfucking donations and shit like that. That's why I don't even do the super chats, because they getting 35% of that. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all hit the Cash App, support your boy. As y'all know, we be on the move. I got a couple things I want to do this week. I want to bring y'all. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all help in doing that, because y'all can see there's a lot of people trying to take my spot. They upset of what's going on. Make sure y'all hit that like button at the very least. Make sure y'all share this, get it out, or whatever, because this is the conversation that needs to be had. Why are people in the urban space trying to sabotage other people in the urban space? That don't make sense to me. You ain't gotta like what I say. You ain't gotta respect what I say. But I'm expecting somebody that's a racist fanatic to come first before I see people that look just like me or near like me, being black or brown, on here doing the same motherfucking techniques of motherfucking white supremacists and shit. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, your boy up here be telling y'all the truth. I don't be lying. I'll be at these locations. I'm not a lazy blogger. I'm not just sitting in my living room talking about, and guess what, girl? And blah, 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 blah. I don't do that. I actually take you there. 35%. They take 35%. Okay, so for example, right? Say if I cash out $300, right, for the month, right? Let's give you an example. I cash out $300 for the month. Now, if that's just based off the pay, they're taking a high percentage of that, plus they're cashing you out of another one with taxes and shit. Now, this is where Google make their money. Google gets paid by the advertisers. If they click on your links that's being advertised on your page, they get paid for that. You understand what I'm saying? Then they get paid from you for you actually placing the video, the ads on your video. They get paid 3 times over, where you get paid once. Niggas don't have a problem with that, right? Anybody that's monetized, tell me something different. You ain't gonna be able to, because that's the truth. The other scheme of it is, and this is why I don't have the super chats and all that, niggas will tell you this. If you have the super chats on, number one, you don't get the super chats till the next month. That's for one. 2, they take almost 40% of that. So Google wins every time. I don't know why more people ain't talking about this shit. Google takes a lot of money from us. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to reach a certain threshold before you can even cash out. So you get what I'm saying? So that's why I be like emphasizing to people, hit the Cash App, because I automatically get that. I can reinvest it. You know what I'm saying? We can cover these trips or whatever. It's like 7 different things. Listen, y'all missed out on one of the biggest hip hop stars there was. And that was really my decision. Saturday, it was cold. For me, it was a little too much, because the day before, y'all know I had been in the rain and everything else down at the courthouse covering the hearing with Puff. So we was me, myself, I was with CBS Media that day, and we was just like, we was freezing. Like the dudes that were with me, they had on less jacket than I did. You know what I'm saying? I got a ski jacket. They had on a thinner jacket than I did, and they was just like, they was packing up. They grabbed their mics from where the press release was supposed to be at, and so we were out of there. I told y'all on camera, and I kept the show going even though the proceedings had finished and been done. I had Quincy and the girls and everybody else here on camera with me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm gonna say I expect, if not to get more contribution from people that view me, I deserve to get the same amount of contributions funneled to me, because of pure simple fact, I'm not a lazy blogger. These guys are sitting in their kitchens and in their bedroom talking about shit that's happening in the New York City tri-state area, from Wyoming, from Ohio, from California, from all these little rural places or whatever, acting like they know what's going on up here in the New York City tri-state. We don't like people talking about what we live at up here, and you don't know it. And I pointed the attention to this, and I said this yesterday. When y'all heard the first thing that happened with Lil Durk, right? What did I tell y'all? I just reported to y'all what he was happening with him, and I said, I'm stay out of it, because that's Chicago business. You understand? I don't live in Chicago. I don't have boots on the ground in Chicago. I got fam in Chicago, but I don't know. And so I kept it as that. You got a lot of people on here to be talking about New York like they walking through Brooklyn every day, like they walking through Queens every day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see me post up, and I'll be in the danger zone. Nigga, I was in Jamaica, Queens. I ain't gonna tell y'all why I was over there, but I was in Jamaica. Y'all already know. Like, if you from the tri-state, you already know the vibes. Like, shit can happen. You know what I mean? Shout out to my homegirl, D, a couple other people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nikki. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to a couple people over in Queens. But women like that, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rock, you know what I'm saying? A couple other people in Queens, you know what I'm saying? But the point I'm getting at is, it's like, this urban space and market here on YouTube is complete with a whole bunch of saboteurs. And that's what I'm finding out. I've been live 2 times and niggas is flagging my page. I talk about my Cash App versus somebody else that I see night after night talk about his Cash App for 45 minutes before he even start the show. And have moderators talk for this shit too. I ain't gotta say his name, but that's what you do, nigga. Come on, let's keep it real. I ain't bombing on you. I'm just saying that's what you do. And so I sit back and I watch that or whatever, and I try to figure out to myself, why do these people that have this T-set that gain so much support from people financially, when they come to my page and be like, oh, I ain't got it right now. You know, times are hard right now. You know, things are going on right now. Do you see some of these same people? I had one person come over here before, and it was at, I think it was the second ring that I was at. I ain't got it today, man. You know, times is hard out here. They tell you some shit like that. When they tell you some shit like that, that means, well, I don't support niggas like you. I only support gossipers. So basically, that's what he was telling me. Later on that night, I just happened to be in somebody's podcast, and do you know this same motherfucker was over there, and I told y'all this story before, donated $50 to this riffraff. Fucking riffraff. So it comes to contention to me that the urban space, and I can say this with the white space, the Latin space as well, you don't want actual truth in the matter and consequence of the conversation. What y'all want, more matter of factly, is a whole bunch of gossip who can deliver the best point of gossip, conspiracy theories, or whatever. It's like I told you, I heard a chick the other night literally say on here, oh, Puff ain't getting out, y'all. 12 hours later, she said, look like Puff can get out. I'm like, yo. And niggas don't peep this. Niggas don't see this. Like, what are we doing here? So I'm asking the question, and I said, but they can't answer the question for me. Why is it in the urban YouTube space, it is okay to flag people, talk shit about people, start rumors about people, lie on people, make fun of people's kids? Why is that okay in the urban space? And why is that rewarded? Why is that behavior rewarded? And I think that's a fair question to ask, because that's all I see in the Latin and black community here on YouTube is a bunch of people that sit around and they just flag other people. They don't like what they say. They get upset when people say don't say what they say. They act like children. In retrospect, you understand what I'm saying? And so, since if you're not doing that type of material where you're sitting here and you're bashing somebody or talking about somebody or exposing somebody or some of the other silly shit like that, then you're looked at as a person that shouldn't be taken serious. Let me ask you this question: how should I not be taken serious if I worked with that company for 17 freaking years? You understand what I'm saying? And I even denounced what Puff did to Cassie. And I actually been around Cassie. So how are you more informed than me? Well, I'm sure your Google search skills are impeccable. You understand what I'm saying? But we got to start singing in reality here. How are we listening to motherfuckers that never been in the music industry, never been around music industry staff, don't have no friends in the music industry, nobody messes with them in the industry? I don't care. You got 100,000 followers or 50. There's a plethora of a bunch of you out here that do this type of material. And the urban crowd, specifically the women, are contributing to these men and women that just spread nothing but lies. And I don't just see it with the spectrum of Puff. I see it with the spectrum of a lot of different conversations that go on here online. A lot of different ones. Every upload that these people have is about bashing someone that looks just like them. It is very rarely that they will go off the cuff and talk about something else. So when people come on my shit and they say, oh, well, you don't care about the urban community and all that. No, quite the contrary. Or they'll say, oh, well, you don't like black women and all this shit. No, I don't like hoes. I don't care what color you are. I don't like hoes. Hoes are a detriment to any man. The hoe will have you up in the courtroom like this. Oh, shit, Your Honor. $1,500 a month. What? Your Honor, let me talk to the witness. I can't afford this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's gonna be you. Messing with the wrong woman. You understand? So there's a whole bunch of these women that are online. You understand? A lot of these women y'all listening to, the disgruntled babies' mamas. A lot of these women you're listening to, they gotta walk through a puddle of urine to get to their apartment on the 5th floor of the projects. You understand what I'm saying? They talking the most. You know what I mean? A lot of these women, they ain't never graduated high school. A lot of these women, they ain't never been nothing but a loudmouth their whole entire life, and everybody in the neighborhood know it. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know it. I recently found out, and this is no lie, I found out one of the biggest mouths on YouTube, this nigga ain't never even graduated high school. But you the voice of motherfucking everybody should listen to? Fuck out of here. Then they get mad if you ain't talking to the connotation. This is another thing I found too. If you're not, it's okay to curse if you're talking in the connotation that that audience wants to hear. But it's not okay to curse if you're not talking in the connotation that they don't want to hear. Y'all ever peep that shit too? Oh man, listen man, I get into the seam of these motherfuckers because there's a lot of foul shit to be going on here in this YouTube space, for real, for real. They out here flagging your boy, telling people don't donate to me, all kinds of shit like that, when I got better material than them. That's just the bottom line. I get my ass up, I get on the train, I burn rubber, and I go down there, and I make sure that not only I cover shit, but I give y'all exclusive information on shit that's going on. I'm right there, I have the stars on camera. I don't see what the problem is. I think I'm the better one out of all of them versus somebody that's sitting in their bedroom or their kitchen, vlogging from Wisconsin or Ohio. If you don't live in the New York City tri-state area, then why the fuck are you talking about what goes on up here? Same amount as, I don't live in Chicago, so why the fuck would I be talking about what's going on with Lil Durk? See what I'm saying? See how 6 people just jumped off real quick because they know what I'm talking about is the truth. Those are the ones that are in denial. They scared to hear shit like this going on. They scared to hear shit like this going on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna interrupt y'all money like y'all be trying to interrupt my money. Kind of hating ass nigga say, I'll never hate on a nigga pockets. Never. You hating on a nigga's pocket, you the epitome of a sucker. You understand what I'm saying? I don't watch no niggas' pockets, none of that shit. I got niggas on here that be laughing at me, but they can't laugh at the views, but they laughing at me because they be like, don't nobody want to donate to him. He's over there complaining. And then they turn around and do the same shit on their shit longer than me. Y'all done witness some of these bloggers, they will sit on their podcast for a full 35 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour asking for donations. They'll scuttle it up with that, or the other approach is they'll repeatedly keep asking for donations or whatever. I've had 3 hour, 2.5 hour long lives and ask y'all to contribute maybe what? 3-4 times here? Who here gonna argue with me? So you goddamn right I can sit up on here and be like, yo, y'all hit up the fucking Cash App. I'm about to hit everybody up that donated before and ask them to contribute too. It don't make no fucking sense. I'm the guy doing all the work, but I don't get rewarded, but all the money. And yes, this is what we do for a living. This is what we do for a living. I'm monetized. My page is monetized. So this is what we do. And if you can't do that, make sure you purchase some of the products that's listed right there below. All of them are coming from Macy's, Nostrit, upscale stores. Do that. I get commission on any of that stuff you purchase. But y'all trying to financially knock niggas out of the motherfucking ring instead of motherfucking, you know what I mean? Hey, how you doing? Y'all trying to financially knock niggas out the ring? Y'all trying to flag niggas again? No, nigga, get me out the way by saying something better than me or presenting something better than me. Other than that, and it's enough jibber jabber going on online nowadays. It's pathetic. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If you understand what I'm talking about, you ain't no dummy, hit that like button for me, showing you're not a dummy. There's a lot of sucker shit, a lot of confusion, a lot of motherfucking niggas on here telling lies on people, and people are accepting it. Like it's wholehearted, just with everything it is. Man, it's all good, baby. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Just ask me, where's the like button? We good. We good. How long you been on here? How long you been on here? You been on here for a year, you don't know what a like button is, Sean? All right. Nah, I can't ignore it no more because it's fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? I spent a lot of money. I went on 2 arraignments last week, and I got a total of $20 in donations. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, really, nigga? $20? You know what I'm saying? I'm not disrespecting nobody because those are good people that did donate to me. But what I'm saying is, don't you find something a little peculiar about the nigga that's always on scene, always on time, always up early in the morning, getting on the train, whatever? I've been doing this all my life. You understand? Like I've always had to travel from Connecticut to New York. When I was working in New York, I had to travel from Connecticut to New York, and I lived further out in Connecticut at the time. I was on the shoreline. So I had to actually take 2 trains. Everybody that know, shout out to NL, shout out to Waterford, shout out to G-Town. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I had to take 2 trains. And then I had to wait anywhere between 25 to 30 minutes in the next city for the real train to come in and pick me up. Oh, it's all good, man. Everybody say that shit. Like, if I say I got Cash App, niggas be like, I ain't got Cash App. I got this, that, the other, the third. Well, check this out. There's a PayPal link in there, too. All right? It's a PayPal link, too. Go to the description box in this video, and there's a PayPal link there, too. Let's see how real y'all. You understand? That's another thing they do, too. They'll come into your live and tell you one thing or whatever. I have this shit happen all the time. So I just come to the contention of, maybe I'm not for the urban crowd. You understand what I'm saying? I'm fine with that. I'm kind of fine with that. I don't believe in that brother-sister shit anyway. I think it's all about individuality. And so, as I'm seeing by the behavior and what they kind of scurry to, these people, they scurry towards gossip. You understand what I'm saying? And lies about people and shit like that. And I'm just quite getting tired of it. If I got to get on this motherfucking lie to niggas, for niggas to donate, I guess I won't get no dollars, because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't give a fuck. The moment, this whole shit with the Puff shit, all that shit, that trial probably lasts, I watched Jonathan Major shit only last 2 weeks in a day. You understand what I'm saying? So Puff shit will probably be made at an extent 3 to 4 weeks. We'll find out. Now make sure y'all hit that like button for me. Hit that like button for me. Oh, that's all good, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I don't be worried about shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the urban community, maybe that ain't for me no more. Maybe I need to stop. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. Maybe I need to stop fucking with that segment of media, because it just seemed like a bunch of fuck shit. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I do too, big. I do too. I do go weird with being somebody that would yeah, I'm about to end this in a second, because this ain't motivating nobody anyway. Like, it's all good, bro. It's all good. I'm gonna go live anyway again tonight. You know what I'm saying? With some more subject matters or whatever. I'll be uploading some more shit too. But to any person, I just want to end this out. Any person of color, if you running around and you flagging niggas or making up stories on people, telling people don't donate to people, whatever, you the worst of the worst, nigga. Like, literally, you the worst of the worst. Like, these are the motherfuckers that in reality should be removed. Because you know that motherfucker got a potentiality to do that to anybody that's of color specifically. They ain't out here flagging white channels. They ain't out here flagging right-wingers channels. They ain't out here talking about what this person and that person said, or the Proud Boys or whatever. So that's how I know these niggas is cowards. Election day, who was up at Trump's house bringing y'all the good gospel? Me. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how I know it's jealousy. It's all good, baby. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to flourish. And how I'm going to flourish, you see, there's always a contingency of real motherfuckers. It's not many of them. It's not many of them. The majority of these niggas is fake. But there's a few real niggas left. You understand what I'm saying? It's a few of them, but it's a few real niggas left. And these few real niggas left, they going to see me on here or whatever, be like, yo, brush something about the G real quick. I see what he trying to do. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, get something about 2 grand real quick. I see what he trying to do. That's the niggas I'm trying to attract. All these niggas that want to sit back and flag niggas and shit like that, don't know what they talking about, but daily on the tribe or telling their audiences whatever, I don't give a fuck about them folks. After this thing is over with Puff and all this or whatever, I think I'm going to fall back from just doing all the, and I said this before, but I really mean it. It makes no benefit to me to get up here online and defend the urban space. It makes no benefit to me anymore to get up here and defend urban majority of people, when you can see very clearly they'll be the first ones to change on you and switch up on you and try to destroy you before any white person will, especially the women. Especially the women. I had never thought in my life I would be like, yo, I don't trust black women. I don't trust a lot of them. A lot of them. And a lot of other men feel the same sentiment. And it's not that I hate you. I know I don't trust you. You understand what I'm saying? Because these are the same chicks that motivate niggas to come over and flag your page. And these niggas, they so mama's boy raised, they don't know how to act on their own as a man. The only thing they know how to do is back a chick, no matter what she say. No matter what she say. Let me just back this chick. Why? Because she is a chick. You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna back out of that urban space. That ain't what's happening no more. Like that whole, let me tell you something, that whole, and I told niggas this before, excuse me, y'all. Yo was running this shit. It's fucking cold out here. That's another thing too. I was out in the rain the other day for the motherfucking hearing. You know, a nigga was donating more to a motherfucker sitting in their bedroom than a nigga that was actually out in the. I was in the rain. I even panned over so niggas could see it. But the other, the last arraignment I was at for his bail hearing this past week, I went to both of them, covered both of them on this channel. The last one I went to, it was raining and cold as shit outside. It's colder than it was now. That's for definite. Feet was freezing, everything. I was still out there like, yo, I got my audience got to see this, but my audience don't care about me. You understand? I found that out. That's why I said don't put your faith in these audiences here online. These people don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? Like as soon as they leave here and say, oh, well, I ain't got it, or, you know, this is going on, you'll assume, just like that gentleman I saw, he said what he said in my chat room. I go over to somebody else's podcast, and because that's someone he favoritizes, because of pure simple fact, they deliver the tea. Gossip. You know what I mean? That's what proud anything, they're gonna believe it. Anything. If they black and Latin, they're gonna believe it because it's a rumor, and that's what people like to deal in nowadays. It's rumors, not reality. So, you know, as y'all make y'all transgressions and y'all deal with, you know, jabber, gossiping, and belligerent chatter, whatever, in the urban space, y'all feel free to do that. Like I said, I don't think that's a space for me. You understand? It seems to be cultivated by a bunch of evil individuals. You understand? Like evil motherfuckers. Said I've never really had no white people come after me. Every time it's black people, not even Latino. Page and shit like that or whatever. Y'all do what y'all want to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I will continue to cover the trial, whatever. Right now I'm about to go wash some clothes. I just spent enough time, 2 hours of my life for absolutely nothing to these folks or whatever. People aren't people. People aren't people. Those are disgusting people. No, people are not people. People make the choice to be disgusting and not disgusting. Like I said, you've never heard on my channel me say, don't donate to this person because I don't like him. I don't like the TT chick. Y'all ever heard me say one time don't go to the channel and donate to her? Y'all ever heard me say don't cash app her or whatever? I don't like the fat dude. I don't never told y'all don't donate to him, don't flag his page, whatever, which I very much could do. If I really wanted y'all to be in a place or whatever so you could feel how I feel, it only takes 2 phone calls based on the material a lot of y'all got on your channels. You know what I'm saying? How cold is it? It's about 20-something degrees right now. And I'm out here doing lives. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to head back to my crib in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make a little pit stop. Somebody want to give me a coffee? Y'all, somebody want to give me a coffee? I never seen snow. It looks like you're in a cold place. This is a cold place. This is the Northeast. It's in New York City tri-state. It's very cold up here. All through this area. I said somebody want to buy me a coffee. 3 niggas hopped off. You see what I mean? Only black women are allowed to get donations on YouTube nowadays. So make sure you keep that in mind, fella. Only black women and niggas that are like basically foothills. You understand? Other than that, man, y'all take care, man. Peace to y'all. I might see y'all later. I might not. Whatever. Right now, I just got a little headache from this little spectrum because I got niggas out here that literally don't want a nigga to make money. And I don't understand shit like that. What kind of nigga is that? You know what I'm saying? That's what you really should be asking yourself. If a nigga is on here and they flagging other people of color, it doesn't matter. Listen, we all don't agree on shit. And I can speak on what I don't agree on. You understand what I'm saying? But at no point do I sit up here and say, hey, go flag this person's page or let's take this person down. That's not how I move. You know what I'm saying? I let the facts speak for themselves. I go interesting and go interest myself in finding facts. You feel me? I'm good, Ruby. Thank you very much, Ruby. Ruby, I appreciate every time you throwing up my Cash App and all that. You know what I'm saying? Watch this. I just want to get a laugh. Let me show you how much these niggas hate. All they had to do is go look at this poll. That's why I be looking at it. Because I'm trying to tell you, these niggas do not want black men to make money on this motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't never seen no shit like this. Yeah, I had 23 votes. 69% said no, 30% said yes. 69%. You understand? You don't understand the trajectory here? They don't. That means I have a whole bunch of motherfuckers on here They just hate. Now, if I was a chick on here, they'd be like, yay, make sure she gets you. She's a woman. She's a black woman. You know what I'm saying? So I got to fall back from that shit too. I told y'all a story the other night. I took her for a black woman. This bitch thanked me by turning around and giving a white man on the train more attention than me because of pure simple fact she felt like I can't let you know that I appreciate what you did. Like, it'd be crazy shit going on, dog. Crazy shit. But yeah, you saw that shit right there. So it is what it is. We don't worry about it too much. Like I said, the right person gonna come through and they gonna be like, yo, I see what boy's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? He gonna flood me with like a little 5,000. You know what I'm saying? Even 5,000. That's all we gotta be interested in. Don't worry about donating to me, man. I'm good, baby. But like I said, don't look for my support like that no more either.